Welcome to Business Today. I'm your host, Pat Trotter, and joining us today is the Tooth Fairy, Dr. Erica from 5-Star Dentistry.
Yes,
Very nice to have you.
For having
and
me.
Her right-hand person, Sancho.
Absolutely.
Very nice to have you, Sancho.
Thank you.
And Dr. Erica, tell us a little bit about your background as a dentist.
Oh my gosh, I know I look young and everything. I hear that all the time. But I've actually been out for 10 years. I graduated from Harry Medical College in 2003 with a DDS degree that I'm very proud of. So I am celebrating my 10-year reunion. That's such a milestone. It's just fabulous. And, you know, I did a residency actually in Albuquerque at the University of New Mexico and did that. And then I practiced a little bit. I've done a lot of public health, a lot of everything, private practice, corporate dentistry. I worked for a large corporation in El Paso for a little bit before I moved to Vegas. So moved to Vegas in 2008 and practiced for other people and decided it was high time to have my own. I've made other people money, a lot of money. Now it's time for me to finally have a little bit of ownership.
All right.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about 5-Star Dentistry.
5-Star is my baby.
Okay.
We opened up in October of last year, so we're pretty spanking brand new. But we've been around. We're doing just about everything. We're reintroducing some things. So, you know, we're doing your run-of-the-mill, your fillings, white, silver. We're doing crowns, bridges, partials, dentures, you know, any of those things. But we also are reintroducing fast braces in June. We're going to be reintroducing that to the community. I talked about it a little bit in the past, but we're now going to kind of kick it up a notch. So I'm really excited that we're going to be able to offer that to the community of Pahrump. We're trying to bring on some other things as well to the community, just so I can really offer an array of things, so there's no need to go to Las Vegas anymore. You come right to your community doctor, the Tooth Fairy. And then if anyone's wondering where we're located, 1430 East Calveda Boulevard, Suite 300, 400, right there next to Happy Land and Healthcare Partners in the Valley Professional Center. Our number is 775-629-4000.
Dr. Erica, you're just taking the words right out of my mouth. I was going to ask you to tell everybody where you're at, and you already did it. And my understanding, Sanchon, with you being Dr. Erica's right-hand person, you basically set the appointments for her, and you're the pretty face that they get to see when they walk in the office first thing. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct.
And tell us a little bit about what you do for Dr. Erica Sanchon.
I do everything for Dr. Erica Smith. Whatever she needs, I will do. We do, I answer the phones, set the appointments, do all her billing, insurance needs, go out to the community, all her marketing, and just basically whatever she needs.
Fantastic.
I'm here for her. Whatever she wants, I will do. There's nothing I won't do for my doctor. She's my tooth fairy as well.
Now, my understanding, Dr. Erica, is that you took a little bit more of a personal approach to dentistry, in that you don't have a whole bunch of people running around that they have to go through, and then all of a sudden they only get 2 minutes with Dr. Erica.
You know, you're absolutely correct. I like to take more of a personal touch with the patients. You know, I come out to the waiting room. You're gonna get to speak with me. You're gonna get some one-on-one where we talk about what's going on with your oral condition. I think that's what people are really looking for. They want that one-on-one time with the doctor. And when you go to a clinic or where they just rush, get you in, get you out, I think that doesn't sit well with people. And I think that that's the thing that makes 5-star dentistry 5-star.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
that
It's
they
the
get
personal
that,
touch.
It's the personal touch. I'm funny. I make jokes. I talk about all kinds of stuff, and I think it relaxes people and really, it just makes the biggest difference. I personally think, and with us being open on the weekends as well, I want to make sure people know that because a lot of people ask, well, are you open on the weekends? Yes, we are open on the weekends because we want to accommodate the patient. That's the biggest thing, not just a Monday through Friday thing. We are also open on the weekends. We're able to stay late hours as well. We're taking all insurances, including Medicaid, which I know is big. So I want people to know that off the top because these are the questions that we get most often.
Okay. And I want to talk a little bit more after we come back off a break, but I want to talk a little bit more about Dr. Erica's personal touch because unlike a lot of people, you did even your own commercial as well. So we'll be right back
Yes.
after these messages. Welcome back to Business Today. I'm your host, Pat Trotter, and joining us is 5-Star Dentistry, Dr. Erica. Welcome back.
Yes, thank
And Sanchon,
you.
very nice to have you both here. We were talking a little bit before the break, and I wanted to touch a little bit more on your personal touch that you do. A lot of dentist offices have a whole array of staff, and I'm sure at some point you might add a couple more people in, but you're always going to have the personal touch. And that is, as far as right now, dental hygiene or dental hygienist, you take care of that part as well as being the dentist as well, correct?
Yes, that is correct. I do my own hygiene, so I'm the one that's going to be cleaning your teeth, really getting in there, and patients actually like that. I feel like they like it more than having a dental hygienist. So that's one of the things we like to bring to the table, just keeping a personal touch with everything that we do.
Right. And tell us a little bit, we briefly touched on it before, and what age do you take care of?
1 to 100.
So in other words,
If you're past
folks,
100, we'll still see you, but 1 to 100. And I like to explain a little bit more. I like to see the kids starting at age 1. The American Academy of Pediatric Dentistry recommends that a child find a dental home at the age of 1. So I didn't just arbitrarily come up with that, but we like to say 1 to 100.
Okay, fantastic. So in other words, folks, if you have somebody, a child, or if you're taking care of your parents and they happen to be up there in age, why not make 5-Star Dentistry your one-stop dental place instead of having to find different dentists? And this is the point we're trying to make here.
Absolutely. We want you to bring the whole family.
Exactly. And tell us, we touched base a little bit before the break as well. Insurance plans. What do you guys accept as far as insurance?
I'll let Sancho.
Yes, and I will take
Okay.
the floor on that one. We accept all insurance plans.
Okay. And that
HPN.
includes Nevada Medicaid as well?
Yes, that includes Nevada Medicaid, HPN, MetLife, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Diversified, Delta Dental, PPO, Aetna. We accept all insurance plans. And if there's one that we are not familiar with, I will get familiar with it and I will get her credentialed and we will accept that. Culinary, Nevada Pacific Dental, Nevada Dental Benefits,
So basically,
Delta Care USA. I can go on.
and
We
of course,
accept all.
and of course, you take cash as well.
Oh, and then of course we take cash, and we have a 15% discount off of cash patients.
Okay. See,
We offer that.
That's fantastic. Why don't you tell them again exactly? Because I don't know if they heard.
We will give a 15% discount for cash patients.
Okay.
15% discount off of all treatment.
Okay.
So that's the little thing that we do with them.
So because of the fact that you're not having to do the billing on it, it makes it a little bit easier, so you pass
Yes.
the savings on to your customer or your
Absolutely, and
patients.
we're here to help the community. So there's people who unfortunately don't have insurance, and we just want to be able to help everyone.
You know, folks, if you haven't seen the commercial, which I will find real hard to believe, all you have to do is look for our fantastic tooth fairy, Dr. Erica. And unlike most physicians, dentists, she doesn't think that she's so big that you can't call her by her first name. That's why it's Dr. Erica and it's not Dr. Smith.
Yes.
And that's the personal touch, again, that I'm trying to stress to everybody, is that she doesn't think that she's so big that you can't call her by her first name. She has always been very personable anytime I've talked to
My
her.
patients call me by my first name all the time. I think because they get so comfortable with you that, you know, they want to tell, I know so much about my patients, they tell me a lot, and I feel they can open up to me. You know, sometimes you're not just the dentist, you're the psychologist, you're everything to that patient. And, you know, you have to, you know, I accepted that role 10 years ago, and I'm going to keep accepting that role. I do want to make sure that people know our hours, because I know some people are calling on Mondays. We are not open on Mondays, because we are open on the weekends. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, Sundays by appointment, and we're open 9 to 6.
Tell everybody where you're at again, Dr. Erica.
1430 East Calvega Boulevard, Suite 300,
In the
Valley Professional Center,
and phone number where they can reach you at.
775-629-4000. Call me.
The beauty part here, folks, is I know for a fact, even if you don't get her on during the week on Tuesday through Saturday, or you don't happen to catch them, you can leave a message, and Sanchone or Dr. Erica, either one, will be more than happy to call you back. Correct?
Correct.
And they
Some
have
of my patients have been lucky enough to get me on the phone.
Well, Dr. Erica, I want to thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And I want to make sure I remind everybody, if you need a dentist or you need somebody to do the cleaning for you, don't forget to go by and see your tooth fairy, Dr. Erica at 5 Star Dentistry. Welcome back to Business Today. I'm your host, Pat Trotter, and joining us for the second portion is Tyann James with Adeleson Hospice,
Hi,
and I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And one of the reasons I understand that Adeleson is going to hold their Memorial Butterfly release. Tell us a little bit about that, if you would.
This is our 8th annual, and it is a memorial butterfly release. They're live butterflies that you can purchase in memory of somebody that you've lost in, I mean, I've done one as far back as my brother from 20 years ago, so just in memorial of anybody you've lost. Or just if you want to release a butterfly, it's such a neat thing, but it's on April 28th at the formerly Honeysuckle Park. It's Ian Deutsch Memorial Park, and it's at 2 p.m. And Ian Deutsch Park is located off the corner of Honeysuckle and Pahrump Valley Boulevard.
Okay. So, and with this being the 8th annual one, you guys have gotten quite used to doing this, and my understanding is you've done it for a little bit longer in Las Vegas, like 13 years, I believe. But with it being the 8th annual, and people can, it doesn't have to even be family member, it can be a friend or anything, correct?
Absolutely. Anybody that you've lost, or you probably don't even have to have had, you know, if you've, we actually purchased a butterfly for a patient who passed, who didn't have a memorial service, didn't have a family. So a couple of our employees got together and purchased a butterfly in that person's name, and they'll release it that day. So it doesn't have to be a family member. It doesn't, it's for you to release. So it's for whatever you want to release it in the name of.
So, and for people to get information on this, would they contact you or someone else?
They can, or they can email. This is actually going through our foundation, which is part of our uncompensated care program. So you can contact Stephanie Forbes through the Las Vegas, but her email address is sforbes, it's Forbes, @nah.org. And she would be happy to walk you through that. Or you can stop in our local office here off of 160 or call our number and get more information.
Okay. And what's the local number here?
The local number is 751-6700.
Okay. And of course 775.
Of course.
But now this butterfly release, do you have a lot of people that actually come out for this quite a bit?
We do, and I've been with Nathan Adeleson for close to over 3 years, and so I've been to a few of them, and it seems to grow every year. It really, word spreads, and I don't know if you've ever been, but it's a remarkable thing. You know, we start off the ceremony with, it's non-denominational, so it's for everybody, and this year we're focusing on our veterans, so we're trying to get at least one member from each of the armed services there. And we get in a circle because, and everybody has their butterflies in their hands. They're in a box, actually. And then we have an Indian that comes and tells the story of the butterfly in his language. And then at the same time, around 2:30, everybody releases their monarch butterflies at the same time.
Oh, fantastic.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing.
So, and they need to be there at 2 p.m.
2
or
p.m.
should they be there before 2 p.m.?
You can be there a little. It's out in the park, so you can be there a little earlier. But the ceremony, everybody starts to gather in the circle around 2 p.m. So,
for those that don't know, what is Nathan Adeleson Hospice?
We are the only nonprofit hospice in Pahrump, and we've been in the community for 13 years. And if you don't know what hospice is more of a philosophy. We do all of our patients here in Pahrump are home care. So we care for patients with end of life or life-limiting illnesses. We care for them in their home, and it's about dignity, comfort, and letting the person remain in their home or the place that they call their home for the rest of their days.
And so, getting a little bit back to the memorial that you're doing on the 28th, the butterflies are all monarch butterflies?
Yes.
Okay, so they're all going to look identical,
Yes.
basically, because
Yes.
the monarch, I believe, now I'm probably going to step on my toes here, but I believe they're black and orange, are they?
They
not?
are, yes. You are correct. Yes, and they're big and they're beautiful.
Okay.
So it's amazing when everybody opens their box and they all just take off.
And where is Nathan Adeleson Hospice at here in Pahrump?
We are located at 1401 South Highway 160, Suite B. And we are right, well, where that big green guy used to be at Valley Homes. We're right across from that.
Okay,
So,
fantastic. And the phone number again here
it
is?
is 775-751-6700.
All right, we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to Business Today. I'm your host, Pat Trotter, and our guest this afternoon is Tyann James with Nathan Adeleson Hospice. And again, welcome back. We had talked a little bit through the break that the cost for the butterflies. Would you care to tell everybody about that?
Yes, there is a cost to the butterflies. They are $25 each. And that money, we're raising money for the foundation to go toward uncompensated care for our patients out here, which means that we take care of people no matter their financial ability to pay. We do have patients that don't have Medicare, don't have VA, and they don't have the ability to pay for the services. So we raise money, we do fundraisers to raise money to help people in need.
Okay, so basically the funds net this time for this memorial are actually going to, do they all go to the uncompensated care? Is that where they're all
for
going?
this benefit they do.
For this benefit,
yes.
okay.
We have other benefits that go toward maybe complementary therapies, but this one goes toward our uncompensated care fund.
Okay, and touching a little bit more on that, the uncompensated care fund means basically for those that don't have the ability to pay Nathan Adeleson, you don't automatically say, "Oh, I'm sorry, you don't have it."
Yeah.
And that's the beauty part about what
That is
Nathan
the
Adeleson.
beauty of a nonprofit, but
Exactly.
it's the beauty of Nathan Adeleson. Yes, we can say that.
Exactly, and
So.
you know, to be able to give care, especially to those that you deal with Nathan Adeleson being a lot of terminally ill, or you know, people that don't have the ability to do the things that they were able to do in prior years. It's nice to be able to go in and help those that can't help themselves.
It absolutely is, and we pride ourselves in taking care of our community and the people in it when they have a life-limiting illness.
So I guess, folks, one of the things that you need to remember, not only is Nathan Adeleson here for those, but they also give back to their community as well. And that's a big plus for any local business, is when they can give back to the community as well.
Absolutely.
And my understanding is sometimes you even have some little bonuses for kids that come out too. So I won't go into detail. You'll just have to show up at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park to find out what I'm talking about. And that is Sunday the 28th at 2 p.m. And Ian Deutsch Memorial Park is at the corner of Honeysuckle and Pahrump Valley Boulevard. Tell us a little more on Nathan Adeleson. When you talk about life-limiting, go into a little bit of detail about that if you can.
Well, a life-limiting illness is an illness that a person is. It's when a person no longer wants to seek treatment or therapy for an ailment, and there's a whole list of things like heart disease, cancer, COPD. There's Alzheimer's. There's a long list of illnesses that one could have, as long as they are no longer seeking curative measures for their ailment, and they have progressed to a certain point to where a doctor would certify that if the disease runs its normal course or its natural course, they would have 6 months or less to live. That deems them hospice appropriate if all those things fall into place. Now, just because a doctor says you have 6 months or less to live does not mean, you know, when 6 months are up, you get kicked off hospice, or you have to start paying, or your benefits are up. It's just a guideline that Medicare sets for payment, you know, basically. Mm-hmm. So we've had patients that have been on for a while because maybe their disease is a slow progressing disease, as long as they're showing decline.
As fast as the doctor originally thought.
But it is still declining, and so they're still eligible for hospice, and we can still be there to help them and care for them.
This is going to sound a little crazy, but I'm going to get you to tell the people exactly what hospice does for somebody that when they come into their home.
We have so many things we do. We don't have enough time. Well, I mean, it starts with the nursing. We have nurses, and our nurses are local. We have CNAs that come in and can help with bathing and light duties, bed changing, linen changing, those sorts of things. We have chaplains that can help the family through the grieving process. Before, after the transitions, we have social workers that can help with any planning that maybe you haven't taken care of, which you should have, but maybe you haven't. So we have social workers to help with that. We have people that run we have a great complementary therapies program, which involves massage, aromatherapy, Reiki therapy, pet therapy. We have a huge.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, we have a great the program is huge.
So the best thing to do is, if you have a question, is to call the local office.
Absolutely.
Which again, give us that phone number.
It's 775-751-6700.
Okay, and once again, when is the memorial?
It is April 28th, a Sunday, 2 p.m. at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park.
Okay, and this, folks, is a butterfly release. And if you have lost a loved one, a friend, or you just want to come out and be a part of it, please contact Nathan Adeleson Hospice, and that will wrap it up for this episode. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.